It is Saturday night. Bitcoin putting on a little mini pump, touching 11,400, hitting a target, which is why I'm doing a live stream. I haven't been doing live streams, hitting a target we talked about in a prediction video from around 1 month ago. I want to talk about what is happening right now, what to anticipate in the next day or so. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe on the way in. Let's jump into this live video. This feels weird. I haven't been doing live streams, but thanks for cruising by. Be sure to hit the like on the way in. I want to cover the move. I'm going to make this a quick video. Been trying to keep them under 10 minutes. First off, it's a 3% move. Let's put that into perspective. Nothing crazy, but I'm doing the live stream because I have a little bit of time real quick, and this is such a key move. And let's just jump into the video and talk about why that is. Check this out. This was from September 10th. This is the swing high in the middle of August, right here, to our previous swing low. Bitcoin would need to make a move to the upside here to this channel. Now, this is a prediction video. I'm not saying this is going to happen overnight. However, along the way, even if it does happen, we can still retest all down here, this support area, the previous swing low, Bitcoin 10,000, 9,800, 9,900. Bitcoin can still do that, right? And then finally make a bounce. So have some patience in my prediction playing out, but this is what I'm looking at, this channel right here. And what makes it exciting is, okay, who cares what makes it exciting? We know it's exciting. But this was back in September 10th. I mean, if we're looking at this daily chart, it was right around here. And you know me, I don't do a lot of prediction videos. I pretty much give you guys the upside, the downside targets. It is what it is. Anticipate, get ready, be prepared with a plan. But I did that prediction video simply because the data on the charts, especially the zoomed out charts, were just very consistent in telling us Bitcoin's most likely going to test. Now, Bitcoin could fail here. I want to throw that out there. It's one of the reasons I want to do this video. But the data I'm talking about is simply these swing low, or I'm sorry, we had a swing low last summer. It was a lower high, but I'm sorry, a swing high last summer. It was a lower high. But we go all the way back here to the swing high, the bull market high, and Bitcoin did this. This is exactly what Bitcoin did. We just pumped to 20,000. We wicked really quick down to a quick swing low. Let me zoom in here. And then we retested a Fibonacci channel, right? If you've been watching this channel, my YouTube videos, I've been talking about it a lot. I'm trying to breeze through this so I don't repeat myself so much. But we had a swing high, lower high last summer, right? We wicked down, we saw a swing low. This took patience as well. But again, we came up to a Fibonacci retracement, this green rectangle. So I see people talking about the CME gap, Stinking Rob in the chats. Rob D, bringing that CME talk into my chats. I'll talk about that in a couple seconds, a couple minutes. But here we are again. I mean, it's a year later and it's data, everyone. That's why I did that prediction video. I really felt that Bitcoin's going to do the same thing. We're going to have a swing high, right? Potential lower high in this long-term trend, and we're going to come down, we're going to get a swing low, and we're going to swing back up and test the same exact Fibonacci retracement. This is what Fibonacci retracement looks like on a macro chart, testing key areas. These types of moves, it takes patience for these things to play out. We use Fibonacci all the time on the shorter term charts, right? Here's a 6 hour. You can watch the videos. Before this even transpired, we talked about this getting ready to happen. Bitcoin into this symmetrical triangle off of these short-term Fibonacci retracements. You get these swing highs, the swing lows, right? And we form these patterns in between these Fibonacci retracement support and resistance areas. And then we finally work our way to an apex or to a breakout area of a pattern, and we break out. Now, what makes this cool is this. This is what I like. We've been doing these videos on this channel for like years now. Everybody's watching crypto. I know a lot of you out there, and we're all waiting for a certain move to happen, namely crypto to just go full bull, right? We want a bull market. Everybody's waiting for that. Most people, unless you're some type of, bear out there, everybody's waiting for that. And this move that's happening right now as I do this live video is years in the making. And it sounds funny, but it is years in the making. We're testing an area on these midterm charts right here where Bitcoin has failed. It failed last year. It failed at the bull market high, and we saw resistance and we just fell. We fell. Are we going to fall again? And that's what makes this exciting. We're going to get an answer. We're going to get some type of confirmation. And all Bitcoin has to do to diverge away from that bearish pattern is simply, at least in the short term, the first step is to break through this channel that is right here. So we've waited years for this, and we're talking about a resistance channel of around 4%. Could you imagine? 4% from a technical perspective can give us an answer, can provide new data that might suggest that Bitcoin is not going to fail this time. And interestingly enough, and it would work out really nicely, that it's post-2020 halving, meaning it's time for the bull market, right? We've been waiting years for this part of the cycle. So it would make sense if Bitcoin is going to break into the bull market, then obviously this time it's going to break through this key Fibonacci retracement area. This is a really important resistance area, everybody. And it's no surprise, at least in the very, very short term right now. I mean, this is only a couple hours in the making. If we look at this hourly chart, it's like actually 1 hour in the making. This is just happening now. But do you see where this wick sees resistance thus far? It is literally at the Fibonacci retracement channel. It is at the 618 of this Fibonacci resistance. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out going into literally tonight, tomorrow, and even the coming days. Maybe we get some, again, if you look at this hourly chart, it really gives you a sense of, we get this little pump sideways, right? Pump sideways. Is this going to happen again at our first resistance at this 618 sideways here, putting us into anticipation potentially? But I'm telling you, everyone, I had to go live because I just figured I wanted to do a quick video and talk about how important of a move this is. This is a 6-hour chart zoomed in, but this is years in the making. It really is. We're talking about the potential for another lower high in this continued downtrend for Bitcoin. There are a lot of bears out there. There really still are. As many bullish people, there's a lot of bearish people out there. And we're talking about, they're talking, $3,000 again. They're talking about these things. And the case for them would be resistance right now, right here, where Bitcoin's trading, and it starts here. Now, remember, we talked about in a video today, we were really focused mainly on this symmetrical triangle. We were focused on just the breakout out of the upper trend line that we got out of the symmetrical triangle, and we talked about the likelihood, the potential. It's greater than 60% or so, and the potential of a retrace, a throwback to the trend line. So be prepared for that, and be prepared for that in an environment where Bitcoin is seeing resistance at this Fibonacci retracement channel, this long term, the 618 to the 786 up here. So Bitcoin has a ways to go in order for us to be proven, or for Bitcoin to be proven bullish. And this is what it looks like on the short-term charts, everybody. So Bitcoin right now, what it needs to do is break this 618. We saw immediate resistance in this current pump. We need to make our way up to this 786 and beyond. And we're talking about resistance truly from where we are now to 11,900. The breakout target of this symmetrical triangle is $12,500 area. So this is still in play. It's a bullish target, but please, I'm telling you, everyone, don't get all emotional. Don't get all crazy with it. Just watch. Just sit back, relax, and watch what happens at this crazy resistance area. Don't be surprised if we get a bounce down and we're at 10,700 when we wake up tomorrow. Just don't be surprised by something like that, because at that point, we're testing the apex of the symmetrical triangle. This could be a failed breakout. Bitcoin can come down and break through the bottom. I know that sounds like ridiculously bearish. That's not fun to talk about, but you got to be prepared for those things. It's just what happens. So anyway, so what are some of you people saying? I know Rob's talking about CME gap. I was kidding about the 3K CME. Oh, I didn't even see this guy, Brian. What's up, Brian? I recognize you in the comments. He said he's kidding about the CME gap. I'm telling you, the CME gap, I just think it's like this Bitcoin meme. It's like this scam that's going around. I feel like it's just used to create content. If gaps are hit, and even if this current CME gap is hit, and Bitcoin goes down, it's because Bitcoin's volatile. It's not because it has to be hit. It's not because there's some rule, an unwritten rule or a written rule that says we have to do that. It's just because Bitcoin's volatile, and it just so happens that Bitcoin's swinging to the upside, it's swinging back to the downside, so it can fill those gaps along the way. So that's just my thought on it. I just think it's a scam. I mean, it's not a scam, but I think it's silliness, and I don't buy it at all. So this is what we're looking at, everybody. If we go to the weekly charts, there's so much other stuff in play right now. We're looking at this. Well, actually, this is something I should bring up since I talked about it a little bit earlier. The head and shoulders, and this is a weekly, so just trust me that on the daily chart, there's a head and shoulders here. You've been watching the channel, you know we broke down, we hit the target, the $11,140 resistance at the neckline we talked about earlier. We were just below it. Like literally, I tweeted about it like 2 hours ago. Bitcoin's broken above it. That's a great first bullish sign. And then the other thing going on the weekly that I also mentioned in today's video is this. The separation from the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders, with the neckline sitting at around, and this is really ugly, but it's around $10,500 neckline. Separation from that, because we know we've been grappling with that $10,500 for the last month and a half or so, actually falling below it for a couple weeks. And Bitcoin getting back above that was a really important macro indicator in terms of what could potentially be in play for Bitcoin. Bitcoin bulls stepping in, doing their thing. So again, we have this continued support, the 20-week moving average. Remember the 50-week moving average, the upper trend line of this long-term symmetrical triangle is still down here, $9,000. So if I'm talking about downside, if we're talking about resistance at this very area, and Bitcoin revisiting the symmetrical triangle apex and falling through, we know our target is down there, is down 9,000, is down around $8,900, and that plays into this long-term trend of Bitcoin, this long-term trend line, upper trend line. If Bitcoin revisits this area, I mean, we don't want to see it happen, but there's still a bullish play for Bitcoin. There's still bullish continuation in play for Bitcoin. It's just, I'm telling you, this might take patience. Sorry if the volume's low. I hear a lot of people saying the volume's low. I mean, my tech stuff over here says it's fine. Anyway, that's my, what is it, Friday? Is it Friday or Saturday? That's my Friday night live stream, everybody. That's my update on Bitcoin Move. Appreciate you. If you're in the live chat, thanks for cruising by. If you're here not a subscriber, hit that subscribe. It's cool seeing you, some of you. I see Wendell, some old school people in here. What's up, Quinn? What's up, Swoops? Not enough volume to give lots of confidence. Don't always need high volume in a move like this. Is that Dom in the chats? Dude, Dom is in the chats. What is up, dude? We have Zog in the chats too. Old school. What's up, everybody? It's awesome. Anyway, hit the like on the way out, everybody. Let's see what Bitcoin does. I'm telling you, this is a historic move for Bitcoin on this YouTube channel. Not just because I predicted it a month ago. Hey, can we get some? Thank you. But because we've been waiting years for just this answer of when's the bull market. And this is a first step, breaking this very key resistance. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'm out. I'll probably do a video tomorrow depending on what Bitcoin does. Have an awesome night and God bless.